we are going to check in with Scott Crothers and Stephen Nicholas here in mere moments. We are securing a safe and secure line to his bunker. Friday we were closed. The markets were closed. We got to go all the way back to Thursday. Thursday the Dow was The Dow was down 138 points. We'll see how they are. Do we have Scott Crothers and Stephen Nicholas? Good morning, Scott Crothers and Stephen Nicholas. Hope you had a happy Easter.
Did have a happy Easter. Hope you did too.
We did too. Thank you for asking. Let's get right to it. Way back on Thursday, we had a very dreary day. What happened last Thursday?
A very dreary day. The Dow lost 135 points, closed at 20,453. Geopolitical concerns and some lower economic numbers had investors selling. The Consumer Price Index, or CPI, which measures inflation at the consumer level, fell 0.3%, the first monthly decline since January 2010. Retail sales were lower, but surprisingly, consumer sentiment hit the highest level since 2000, and the yield on the 10-year U.S. Treasury fell to 2.23%, the lowest close since mid-November.
All right, that's on Thursday. They were off on Friday because of Good Friday. Let's talk retail sales. What are we hearing?
Right, retail sales fell 0.2% in March, led by lower vehicle sales and lower gasoline sales. Retail sales also fell in February, so we had the first back-to-back monthly declines in 2 years. Online shopping is still hitting more traditional shopping, and sales in department stores fell 4.5% from last year. So not good news out of retail sales.
Yeah, which sort of coincides with them closing all those stores all over the country, too. That makes a lot of sense. All right. How about Apple?
Now, Apple secured a permit to test self-driving cars on California roads. The permit is for 3 2015 Lexus SUVs and 6 people to take over in case of emergencies. Apple is trying to build the software, not the vehicle. Will join Tesla and Alphabet in trying to make the self-driving cars. For years, we have wondered if Apple is working on this, and now we know they're working on self-driving cars.
Aha! They've been outed. Apple working on a self-driving car. And then finally, China. What are we hearing about China and their economy?
No, they just reported first quarter growth of 6.9%, the fastest pace in over a year, and ahead of its target rate of 6.5%. Retail sales there jumped almost 11%, and credit is expanding. Recently, their PMI, or Purchasing Managers Index, came in a 5-year high. It seems the world's second biggest economy is growing well again.
All right, that's all good news. Now, after a 3-day weekend, what do the markets look like early this morning?
Early this morning, the futures on the Dow look off 20 points. It's a light week for economic numbers. We get a few housing numbers, but the focus will be on earnings.
All right, good. Scott Crothers and Stephen Nicholas, have yourself a good day. We will talk to you tomorrow.
Hey, sounds great. Thanks for calling.
641, Big 5.